Let's delve into the Get Help CMDLet in PowerShell. The Get Help CMDLet is undeniably one of the most invaluable tools available in PowerShell. When invoked, it provides comprehensive documentation pertaining to the utilization of the Get Help CMDLet, which is the focal point of our discussion. Before we proceed further, it's imperative to ensure that your PowerShell help is fully updated. To achieve this one, execute the Update Help CMDLet. This process takes a few minutes. I encourage you to pause this video while the update process is running. Usually, not all modules are updated successfully, so you may encounter an error after running Update Help. This is something that is normal at the moment and does not interest us since the help has been updated. One of the common uses for Get Help is to search for specific CMDLets. For example, inputting Get Help User will generate a list of all CMDLets containing the term user. However, the main use of this CMDLet emerges when you specify a particular CMDLet you wish to understand in depth. Try typing the command Get Help with another CMDLet name. For example, Get Help Get Service. This will furnish you with an exhaustive manual detailing the nuances of using this CMDLet. The help documentation adheres to a consistent format across all CMDLets. It is highly recommended to know to read it properly. Let's try to read for Get Service. The first section is the name, which shows us that we are actually watching help for the CMDLet Get Service. The second section is syntax. As you see, it has 3 types of usage. Also, it is called a parameter set. For each type of use, you can see their parameters that you can use. It is not important if you use them in order or not. As you see, almost most of the parameters are surrounded by square brackets, which means that each of these parameters is optional. All the things surrounded by angle brackets mean this one is mandatory. On the third line of Get Service, all parameters are optional. This means you can execute Get Service without any parameters, and it will provide you with a list of all services. As you can see, Get Service has an optional parameter name, but it has a string surrounded in angle brackets. This means it does want to receive any name string to return you with a specific service. The square brackets after the word string means it may receive more than one. Usually, you can provide more than one by separating them with commas. Sometimes you can find yourself kind of confusing on the syntax. So one of alternative, you can execute Get Help Get Service with a parameter. Examples, which will provide you with a few examples and explanations for them. If you do not like to read this one in this format, you can specify the parameter online and we'll take to a Microsoft website for a full page of help, where you can see a same example, parameters, and details descriptions for them.